0020. Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
So I want to tell you a little story, Robin. This is about how men like to impress you ladies.
Okay.
Do you remember the song where the guys, they said, "Are you a Christian?" He said, "Ma'am, I am tonight."
Oh, yeah, Walking in Memphis. Okay. I love that song.
Well, this is not about religion. This is about meat. Are you ready? So I have a friend, he's Italian, okay? Mm-hmm. And he fell in love with this woman who was a vegan. Okay, mm-hmm. So when they were first dating, she knew that I was his friend, and so she says to him, "Why don't you invite your friend Larry over for a lunch? I'll make a nice lasagna." All right, so I go over to his house. He's living with her at this point. So
okay,
and she makes this nice-looking lasagna. And Cindy, if you're listening, you know I love you. It's just all right. So anyway, so I'm eating the lasagna, and I'm thinking, wow, what's up? You know, and so she says, "How do you like it?" I said, "Oh, it's good. It's good." I was not telling the truth. And then she said, "Oh, so you can't even tell there's no meat in there, can you? That's tofu." And I said, "Wow, it's so good." And then she went in the kitchen, and I said to my friend Mike, I said, "Mike, come on." You are not liking this. You are just like I am. You know, you got a vested interest in this, right?
Yeah.
Shalene McNeill is on the phone. Shalene is the Executive Director of Nutrition Research for the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, which is really the best ingredient in lasagna.
Yes.
Shalene McNeill. Good morning, Shalene. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's great to be here.
Yeah, lasagna's not the same with tofu. I don't know.
I'd have to agree with you on that.
Well, you know what? To each his own, right? But the thing about beef. Can I ask you a question about the difference between beef we might get in the United States and beef we might get in Europe? Let's say, because we always hear that it's so regulated to our benefit. It's a good thing, or am I wrong about that?
Well, of course, we love the beef that we get here in the U.S. I think it's just high quality. I know that here in the U.S., what we've seen over time is that the quality of beef has just continued to improve because the way cattle are raised, the nutritional profile, all of it. So we are very fortunate to be having access to such great quality, delicious tasting beef right here in the U.S.
And does it matter if the cow, you hear all this stuff about, what is it, Robin? Grain fed or something?
Yes.
You know, the what is it called? Organic?
Or organic beef, yeah.
Yeah. Is there really a difference between that and whatever is not organic?
You know, there's a lot of different beef choices out there, and a lot of myths about nutritional profiles of different beef choices. So there are things like grass-finished beef or organic beef or naturally raised beef and just conventional beef that you pick up in the supermarket. So, and then we think that's great that people have choices about beef, but when I look at them from the lens as a registered dietitian, what I see is that the nutritional value is very similar across all of them. They're all known to be a great source of high-quality protein, nutrients like iron and zinc and B vitamins. And this new study that we're going to talk about today just used conventional beef, like the kind that you pick up in the supermarket. So that's great news for people out there who want to, choose any of the beef cuts that they really enjoy eating.
And we were told that this study included overweight or obese Americans. The age group was 30 through 69, and that they specifically followed a Mediterranean diet to see how nutritious meat actually is, and you had good findings.
Absolutely. You might be hearing more about the Mediterranean diet. That's a sort of a popular diet. It's often recommended by health experts, but it's defined usually as being low in red meat, so high in fruits and vegetables and whole grains and even some red wine, but you often hear that it should be low in red meat. So these researchers from Purdue wanted to ask that question: is it really necessary to cut back on red meat like beef in a healthy Mediterranean diet? And what they found is that people were eating 5 to 6 servings of red meat per week, and they lowered their blood pressure. They improved their cholesterol levels. So great benefits from including lean red meat in a heart-healthy Mediterranean diet.
So is the report that you're referring to, is that available to the average person? Can we read it online?
Yes, so the research was actually published in one of those top prestigious nutrition journals called the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, and you can actually download that article for free. Or if you want to get not only the study findings, but also great tips on how to incorporate that into a meal, we suggest you visit beefitswhatsfordinner.com. You'll find more information about the research, but also delicious recipes that are inspired by the research.
And when a child is just born as a baby, they're gradually given different forms of food to adjust their metabolism to be acceptable to that. And and that should be like the starting point for anyone who wants to adjust their diet or bring new foods into their diet.
I'm glad you brought that up. A lot of people don't realize that meat foods like beef are recommended as a first food for babies when you start introducing solid foods into a baby's diet. The American Academy of Pediatrics, the WIC program, recommend meat because it has iron and zinc and quality protein. So it's that perfect complement to mother's breast milk or infant formula that you may be incorporating solid food. So even early in life, we start seeing the benefits of meat nutrients for growth and development. But then throughout the life cycle, at the other end of the spectrum, the high-quality protein in beef can actually help offset muscle loss and protect your muscles as you age. So these nutrients in the foods that we really do matter to our overall health and lifestyle, and beef is a really nutritious, nutrient-rich food.
I went to the website, beefitswhatsfordinner.com, and on one of these pages, I don't know which one I'm on. I think I'm on the Mediterranean Beef Pinwheel page. You have some nutrition information, kind of in a pie graph sort of a thing. Help me understand that. 254 calories, is that for like an ounce of beef? What is that for?
That's what the serving of that recipe. So if you took that recipe off of our website and made it at home and it made 4 servings, then your serving would be around that 250 calories. So that's a really low-calorie meal that's very satisfying. Many of our recipes on our beefitswhatsfordinner.com site are around 300 to 400 calories, but they're packed with protein, so they're satisfying, and they're delicious flavoring ingredients created by chefs, but made easy so that you can make them at home, too.
And the farmers in the United States that produce the beef, they also have people come in to make sure that everything is quality and that the beef are being raised right, so there is no danger to the people when they buy the beef.
We know that the beef supply is safe, and one of the reasons why I'm so proud as a registered dietitian to work for farmers and ranchers is that they use science as their guide. So they hire experts like me in nutrition, or food safety experts, or beef quality experts to work for them to help make the best science decisions on their behalf. And they're home on their ranches raising the best quality of beef available, and we're sharing the good news in a science-based way about how to incorporate it into a healthy diet.
So what is your favorite way to eat beef? I'll tell you mine. Mine is the big, thick cheeseburger.
It's hard to beat a cheeseburger. You know what? I love a strip loin steak on a grill. It's so easy and quick. It's satisfying. I love seasoning a strip steak and serving it with some veggies. But I'm a mom and a busy mom with teenagers, so there's always ground beef in our refrigerator and freezer, too, because it's just a convenient, delicious source of protein that my kids love, tacos, spaghetti, etc. Probably be somewhere between a strip loin steak and ground beef.
Nice.
The website is beefitswhatsfordinner.com, all one word, without an apostrophe on it. Shalene McNeill, thank you for what you're doing. That was a fun interview.
Well, thanks so much for having me.
You're welcome. We'll be right back.
You're thinking about selling your home, but where do you start? Easy. Call Angie at 352-361-8359. Angie works with you to get your home sold. Angie is more than just an agent with Roberts Real Estate. She's a pro with heart.